topic is same-sex marriage. I have a quote that says, I'm not the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Dang right, I support it. Quote by Macklemore. Change your words a little bit, but that song...
It's not a quote.
Alright. It is a quote because it's from a song, but I think that quote really, what it's saying is that no matter if you're the same or different as someone, it doesn't matter. You can still stand up and have an opinion and have a view on something. And I think when it says no freedom till we're equal, like, that goes for everyone. That goes for anything. And I think when most people think of discrimination, they think of color. I do. I mean, but what about those other things like religion, gender, same-sex marriage? All those things are discriminated against a ton in our culture, especially in our church. Our church views same-sex marriage as a sin, mostly for the fact that 2 men and 2 women cannot procreate, which is true, but what they don't take into consideration is that you can adopt, or you can have surrogacy, which, yes, is not right, and I don't necessarily believe in that, but adopting, for a gay parent to adopt a child that could have been aborted or that would be going to a terrible home is much better in my views, and I'm sure in a lot of other people's views, than, going into that home. 20% of sorry, a study says that 20% of people in the world are gay, which does not seem like a big number, but considering how much controversy that this topic brings, it's a pretty big number. Take a look at this photo. I'm sure some of you have seen it before. It says, "This is so perfect. For the time you look at this image, you don't know if it's a boy and a girl and a girl, a boy and a boy, a black man and a white girl, a white man and an Asian girl. You know nothing. Just the simplicity and connection and beauty of 2 human beings sharing love, and that's all that should ever matter." This is like pretty much the same thing. It says underneath, we are all the same. So no matter if you're black or if you're white or if you're gay or you are Catholic or you're atheist, it doesn't matter. Underneath, you're the same, and God made you all the same. Our Catholic Church teaches that repeatedly. Throughout the Bible, that's one of the most commonly made things, is that God made you in His image, and you are perfect in God's eyes. God does not make mistakes. So for the Catholic Church to tell me that it's a disorder, or that it's a mistake, or that you can be changed, you can't. Like, I'm straight. Did I wake up today and say, I'm going to like boys? No. A gay man does not wake up and say, today I'm going to like boys. You're born that way. It comes from within you. Another thing that a lot of people don't understand is that it's not genetic. Because your father turns out to be gay, or because your uncle is gay, does not mean that you will be gay. It's not inherited. It's not learned. You're born that way. A final argument that a lot of people make is that it's gross and it's wrong, and that, people get really grossed out when they see that a man and a man are holding hands. Personally, I think any PDA is gross. Like, you need to stop. That's ew. No one wants to see you and your girlfriend making out in Central Park. I don't want to see that at all. I don't want to see 2 men making out. I don't see a man and a woman making out, PDA in itself is gross. Not just because it's 2 men. I think it's so taboo that people don't understand that it's a big thing these days. Like, a lot more people than you think are gay. And it's an issue that a lot of people can't get their heads around because we're sheltered. We're all sheltered from it. We're not exposed to that kind of thing. Growing up in a Catholic school, that's hard. We don't have a lot of diversity. We don't have a lot of colored kids. We have almost no gay kids. We have almost no atheist kids, But it's a thing, and it happens. And I think that's something that our church and that a lot of people need to realize. A thing that I will never, ever be able to understand is why in 23 states it is legal to have sexual relations with a horse. With a horse! But only in 17 states, not even 17, 6 states is it legal for a man to marry his best friend that is another man that he's been in love with for 20 plus years. In 17 states, including the 6, you can have a civil union, you can have gay marriage, but only in 6 are the marriage is actually allowed. But 23 states out of the 50 allow Brady Hoffman, turning 18 soon, to go out and have a sexual relation with a horse. But if she wanted to marry Rachel, she couldn't do that. She could not do that. And I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. You're 18, Brady. Not many people are in this class. And Rachel, so they're both 18, see? I thought this was kind of funny and kind of realistic. It says, do I support gay marriage? And you start at the top and it says, can I, if my religion or government were to tell me to, change my sexual orientation? If you say yes, you're bisexual. And of course you're going to support gay marriage. But if you say no, it's who I'm attracted to is innate, it's inside of me, and I was born this way, you support it too. You support the fact that gay people are born that way. This is another thing. It says that claiming someone else's marriage is against your religion is like being angry at someone for eating a donut because you're on a diet. Just because it goes against what you think does not mean it should be a law. Does not mean it should be illegal for two people who love each other to be separated.
Ellen, how are you?